And you know what? I tell this story all the time. Every Tuesday night, there's somewhere between 20 and 30 brand new people joining the team. There was a lot of people logging in at the last second, but 20 people got to unmute and say hello and welcome to all 20 plus of you. My name's Niall Eddy. I'm calling in from Central Florida, which is why you see me get so excited about all the Floridians when Ricky and Alan and everybody else sounded off. There's a lot of great things happening here in Florida, but you know what? There's a lot of great things happening, not just this country, all over this country. You've seen all the different states represented, but we're going so global right now that it's very exciting. Hard to sleep at night, hard to sit still. That's for sure. And there's big things happening because we've got some great people behind us. Our co-founders did things the right way, built things solid, and have the expansion and everything in place to help you go global and build an international business right from the comfort of your home. So I've been in this industry for 34 years now. 34 years ago, I was able to walk away from my job, and I've never looked back. The best decision, a little scary at the moment, but the best decision that I made at that time. I'm an ex-carpenter, hurt my back really bad. I went back to school, and as an adult, the wife and three kids in tow, to be an aviation mechanic, get my avionics degree. And that is when I was introduced to this. So I still had one more semester of school to go. And I thought, this is kind of neat. It's different from all the other things that I've looked at. And if we can make an extra 500 or 1,000 bucks a month, I could spoil my kids a little extra on the weekend, because it wasn't just hard on me going to school. It was tough on my kids too, right? And they were really good kids. And I said, if we can just make an extra 500 or 1,000, I'll be real happy. Spoil the kids more on the weekends. But we hit that the very first month of the business. I was putting forth all the effort I could with going to school, but we just poured our hearts and souls into it, and we hit that goal. So I graduated school. I got hired right there at the airport. I went to work at the airport, and I was working full time at the airport and doing this the side business as much as I could with all the hours that I had. I was only at that airport for about 8 months, and it was no longer advantageous for me to go to work when I was making more money at home and having a blast doing it, right? So I went into work one day. Watch this face, Alan. I walked up to my boss. I gave him a 3 week notice. He was so mad. He said, Niall, if you're serious, you can leave right now. And I got this great big giant grin on my face, and I shook his hand. I said, thank you very much. And I grabbed my toolbox and I left that day. And I haven't looked back. And it turned out to be the best decision I ever made in my life. Because here's what it gave me: two things that are truly important to me and probably every planet, and every person, every parent on the planet, and every person on this planet. The first thing it gave me was time freedom. Instead of barely getting home in time to have dinner with the kids when I was lucky, or missing dinner and giving them a kiss on the forehead and tell them to brush their teeth and go to bed because it was bedtime, now I'm home full time. I got to put them on the bus, take them off the bus, go to every football practice and game, go to every volleyball practice and game, go to cheer camp even. And I'm the silly dad on the sideline with the pom poms, right, learning the routine and making everybody laugh. And when the high school needed a bowling coach for the travel league, I raised my hand and became the bowling coach for the high school. Why? Because I had the time freedom to do so, and it gave me more time to be with my kids. I love bowling anyway, but two of my kids wanted to join the bowling league, so I became the coach. I got to hang out with my kids even more. That freedom, and every dad will probably raise their hand right now. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All those long hours and long days that we usually didn't get to see all that. I was able to do all of that, and that was huge for me. Every decision I made going back to school was all about what can I do for my kids. Every decision I made is what kind of life can I give my kids, right? Now I've got the time freedom to spend as much time as I want with my kids. But the other thing it gave me was financial freedom. So instead of working for 40 hours a week, I capped out, trading my time for dollars, right? And now I'm home full time, and I'm being told there's no limit to how much I can make. There's no cap to what I can do. I can go as far as I want to go. All of us took our kids on vacation once or twice a year. And what did we do? We swiped the credit card like crazy, made sure they had the time of their life. So when we got back home, they could go tell all their friends about what a great time they had. Then we get home and we open up the bill and we pull it out and go, oh my goodness, did I really spend that much on this vacation, right? I never felt that again. The whole time I'm raising all my kids, I never felt that again. As a matter of fact, after a couple of years, I had an accountant pay my bills and I didn't even see it again. Financial freedom and time freedom are probably the most two valuable things that we can bring into anybody's life. That's what this industry did for me. I really dove in. I found a meeting that wasn't far from me. And although it wasn't about meetings for me, I drove out there because I wanted to meet some of these people that were involved that were doing really good. And I watched some people walk in front of the room and share how much they were earning every month and every year and the bonuses that they were getting the end of the year. And as they came around, I would stand up and shake their hand just so they would see my face because I knew we were having dinner together at the end of the day. And I wanted them to be a little more comfortable remembering my face. And at dinner, I went up and talked to as many of them as I could. And I kind of interviewed each one just a little bit. I wanted to find out, what do these people know, right? These people are making incredible amounts of money. What do they know that I don't know? And here's what I found. And if you're brand new, I want you to write this down. I'm going to give you that one piece that I learned from all of those early mentors, the people that were making all that money. The only difference between them and me was they were doing it longer. The only difference between me and Ricky or Alan or anybody else, all the 20 people that were brand new, the only difference between you and Rory and Tanya and myself and anybody else that you see on any of these calls talking about our success is we've been doing it longer. There is no difference between any of us. And that's what I learned in that room. There was everybody from every demographic and every occupation and every education level that walked across the room. And I'm going to be honest, one or two of the people that walked in front across that room, I said, oh my goodness, if that person can make that kind of money, I'm going to get rich, right? I've seen that with my own eyes. And that's exactly what happened. I went home and I said, I'm a big believer in what one man can do, another man can do. I went home and I dove in and I became a full-time student of this industry and what's happening all over in this marketplace. And then I also became a student of the system that we were working at that time. And I mean a full-time student because I had all the time, right? Especially while the kids were in school. And I hit all my goals. I exceeded my expectations. If they told me to do, these three things, I did six or nine. I always doubled or tripled what everybody else was doing. If somebody told me I had to do this, I doubled it. Because if this will produce me that, then I want double that. So I would do that. I gave it everything I had. I poured my heart and soul into it, and I became a professional marketer. And that's all I ever wanted to do for the rest of my life. I was a carpenter. I enjoyed it. I built homes. I love people seeing their home for the first time. I worked on aircraft. It's exciting to take it apart and put it back together, to watch it go, 4,000 feet up in the air. It's a little stressful, but it's exciting. I was a medic in the Army, and it just wasn't the right path for me as well. But this industry, I was that helping other people industry that I was looking for since I was 12 years old. I've always wanted to do something where I could help other people. I thought that being a medic and going to med school and becoming a doctor was the path for me. What didn't turn out to be the path for me? My heart wasn't in it. The passion wasn't there. This industry, I knew right away I was going to be able to help a lot of other people, and I dove in and became everything that I needed to become and learn and put forth all that effort to help other people. And as I did that, the incomes that were coming to me from different countries that I never visited and languages I don't speak was mind boggling. I look back a couple years into it, and I'm making more in just a couple of months than anybody I'd ever known in my life was making in a year. That just validated that I made a really good decision. And this is the industry like nothing else out there. Everything I looked into, whether my heart was into it or not, the potential wasn't there like we have here. I got involved. I'm a young entrepreneur. I needed a voicemail where I could advertise all over the country, right? And everybody told me to go talk to this Rory Rickard guy. And I'm like, okay, who's Rory? Let me call Rory up and find out who this Rory is. I get this guy answers the phone, young guy right out of high school, right? With a lot of passion, a lot of energy. Right away, we're connecting. And he's got this passion for mass communication like I've never really heard before. And he's got a love for helping other people and especially entrepreneurs that are trying to build their business. And he gave me the voicemail that I needed. It took all the volume I could throw at it. But here's what he did different than everybody, all the other voicemail companies out there. He showed me this techie brain of his that you guys are going to get to know. Inside that voicemail company, that telephone company, he built a system. Whereas I built a network around the country, I could put a message on there and shoot it out to 10, 15, 20,000 people all at the same time. And some of the young folks look at me like, well, big deal. We do that all the time. We do it every day. We've got email, we've got SMSing, we have all this technology. Well, guess what? This was in 1991. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have any of this technology, but we did have Rory with that techie brain of his and everything that he knew how to do through that telephone company and his love for mass communication. And things just exploded for me at that point. I got to meet him the first time when I went down into Miami. He was attending an event I was. That's when I shook his hand first time and looked into his eyes and see what kind of a person he was. And I said, this is one of those good guys. This is somebody I want to know for the rest of my life, right? I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know we were going to do all the great things that we've done, but he was just one of those good guys that I knew I wanted to be a part of for the rest of my life. And that turned out to be another good decision, right? And we started building, in 93, 94, that's when the internet came out, right? And that's when Rory really found his niche. He left the telecom industry, got online, became the first lead generation guru on the internet. He built lead generation companies that became the number one lead generation company on the planet. Because nobody could do what he knows how to do. Nobody can produce the quantity of leads he can produce, and nobody can produce the quality of leads that he can produce. And there was a lot of other people out there trying to do just that. They couldn't do it. He still holds that title today. The only difference in then and today is he doesn't sell them to the public anymore. He doesn't sell them at all. He gives them to you. That's his investment into you to help you build your business. Look around out there. Take a good look around out there. There's no other company out there that is paying for your marketing. There's no other company that will produce you free leads unless they are absolute junk leads that are 10 years old and been called by 700 other people, right? That doesn't happen here. Fresh new marketing bringing leads to you because you want to build your business. That's what they do. That's their investment into you. So he built very successful lead generation companies. What else did we need back then? We're all getting online. We're excited. We want to build our business on the internet and spread all over the globe. We needed a website. We needed someplace we could send people to have the information about our business opportunity that we were involved in then, where they could read it. And if they were interested, they would be able to contact us. And those are the ones we talked to. There was a lot of other people out there building websites at that time. They were getting 1 in 50 positive responses from the traffic, or 1 in 25, some of the best ones we've seen. Rory built his first website, he got 1 in 10. Now, he obviously wasn't happy with that at all. He tweaked it a little bit and got 1 in 5. He just destroyed what everybody else knew how to do out there. So now he's got the number one lead generation company, and he's building incredible websites. He's an online marketer that is taking all the time to take everything that he's learned how to do over the last 3 decades and teach it to you systematically, step by step, and at the pace that you want to do it at. That's no one else out there is doing that. What we're accomplishing is mind-boggling. The things that you guys are going to see just over the next several weeks is mind-boggling. We got unbelievable technology and skill behind us in those 2 arenas. But we also have a third arena, and that's his partner, Tanya. The work ethics, the ability to organize everything, schedule everything, and motivate people the way she does is amazing. I met him first a couple years after meeting him. I got to fly out to Utah and meet her. And I just walked in the door and listen, I met this young lady raising 7 kids, running several other businesses, and helping Rory get this off the ground. He's using all his skills to recruit and bring people in to build a team. And Tanya's helping him organize all that training and train those people, put the system together, put a system in place to teach everybody else how to do what they know how to do. When I seen them work together, I realized how well they complement each other and make the perfect team, a perfect power couple. Jim Rohn told me 25 something years ago, the true legends on this planet are people who find the ways to help the most other people. To me, that's the definition of Rory and Tanya Rickard. And that's why they've accomplished everything that they've accomplished over all this time, right? The last 20 years have been a fantastic ride. But 17 years ago, Roy decided to put together a page and a training site to really dive in and teach everybody else how to do what he knows how to do. They took the time to put it all together. And since then, he's kept adding to it as technology got better. He implemented it. Technology changes, he implements it. Together, they constantly look at it, play with it, and figure out how can we help people make more money, Rory? Every morning they get up like this, have a cup of coffee, only there's doesn't say Buffalo Bills on it. And they ask themselves that question. What can we do to make it better for Karen and Anne Marie and Alan and Ricky and Tim and any of the other new people? How can we help them learn what we have, understand what we have, put together what we have, and get out there and market to the world and build themselves an incredible business and make the money that they came here to make, whatever your goals are. If you're just here to supplement your income, make an extra 500 or 1,000 like I did in the beginning, great. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. We've got everything in place for you to do it. Tools, the vehicle, everything that you need is in place to hit whatever that goal. If you want to make it a career like I did and make more money than you've ever made in your life, all of that is here too. Whatever you are looking for is what, and whatever you believe you deserve, and if you and whatever we're going to help you believe you deserve, because you deserve even more than you know right now. Some people, um, it's here, it's in place. All you've got to do is make that decision like I did. Dive in, become a student of the industry, become a student of this system that Rory and Tanya want to teach to everybody. Put forth the effort, put in the time, and get there. Somebody else in front of you is leading the path, and they got their hand holding back like this, waiting for you, saying, "Come with me." That's what you're looking at right now. That's what you're in front of, and all the tools that you need to build a real online business are already in place. And guess what? They're adding more to it, and they're going to keep adding more to it over time. The things that are going to be added even in the next 6 months alone would be incredible enough to build a business. We could take just one or two of the things that they put in there. It's enough for you to build an empire. So these are the people that you're getting in business with, and that's who's leading the company, not behind the scenes. They're on calls 3-4 nights a week. They're out here working in the field, mentoring, training, helping, building everything that they ask. They tell everybody needs to be done. They're doing as well every single day on top of all the training that they're doing. That's who you guys are getting in business with. Those are the kind of people you're getting in business with. So if you're someone that's looking to get out of the rat race or just supplement your income for retirement, change your careers, do something different, build yourself the financial freedom and the time freedom, like I was talking about in the beginning, and you also like helping other people do that, paying it forward to help other families all over the globe, you found your home. And guess what? Every single one of us welcome you with open arms to help us get the message out there. Every country on every continent, we want to stomp out poverty, give every family we can a hand up, and make the difference, as much difference in this world as we can with as many hours we got. It doesn't matter if you're still working full time and you only got 2 hours, or you're in between jobs and you got 8 hours, or you're retired and you got 10 hours a day. It doesn't matter. Get into the system and just do as much as you can with whatever hours you have. And I promise you, you're going to hit your goals if you don't make the one mistake that you can make here. If you're new, write this down. This is the only mistake that you can make while building this. Give up on yourself and quit. That's the only mistake you can make. You're going to make other little mistakes along the way. We all did. If you don't give up on yourself and quit, you will hit your goals and you will help a lot of other families along the way. So welcome to Triple R 247 and Direct to Consumer Ambassador. I think we're ready to get going. We are. I'm happy that I get to introduce you to the people you're getting business with. Rory and Tanya are incredible. You're going to see that. I want you to take notes and do yourself a favor. Never miss a Tuesday night call, but don't miss the Wednesdays. Don't miss the Thursdays. Don't miss the Saturdays if it's possible. If you can get on all of them, get on all of them. but at least make sure you're on Tuesday. Without any further delay, I see him over there. Over the last 3 decades, we become a lot more than just business partners. I call him my brother. He knows my kids. I know their kids, right? We've traveled all over the place. We love to fish everywhere we go. If you go on a trip with us as a company and you don't know where Nile and Warrior are at that day because you're walking around a resort looking for us, we're out there in the water in the boat somewhere. He's my brother as well as our mentor, and he's your mentor as well, your co-founder of Triple R 247 and Direct to Consumer Ambassador, and the president of Direct to Consumer Ambassador, and Tanya's the CEO of Direct to Consumer Ambassador. They got lots of hats, and they turn it around, and they find ways to help as many people as they can. Rory, the microphone is yours. I know there's a lot of people here. We got a lot of new people too, 20 at least, that are dying to hear from you and hear what you say.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Guys, I want to just cover a couple of things. Today we're doing an audible. I need to get you guys ready. So I need everybody's eyes up here. Turn your cameras on. I want to be able to see you. I'm going to switch the view to gallery. I need to see everybody. I need to see everybody. I don't ask this a lot. There's some things coming, and I want to get you guys ready. You are our partners. You guys, the second you became part of the PBS and Triple R 247, you became a partner with not just your instructor, but with Tanya and I. Okay. And today is a partner call. Today is getting you guys ready for what's coming. All right. And for some of you that are brand new, this isn't normal. All right. This is a special thing that we do. Nile set the stage. We do this every Tuesday and let the new people know who they're in business with, because the world doesn't work the way it works here at Triple R 247. We created a true utopian society. We created a way that we can rise everybody up. We created a way where we could fund your paid marketing to build in a bigger way. We created 2 different types of paths or speeds of growth, the VIP and the standard, yet in allowing anyone that wants to grow faster the ability to get the resources to do so. We created an amazing environment, and we have proven that it can last time and time again. But there's also challenges to every business. We have to pivot. We have to look for the future where trends are going. I'm going to let you guys know we see some trends. We're also part of some amazing trends. What we care about is our partners. We care about the future for you and your families and the legacy to come. You know, sometimes changes are hard, but the right ones are easy because they're for the greater good. We are going to be making some changes soon. Do not miss the trainings. Okay, the quicker you guys snap on this, the quicker you get the advantage of it. Let me just state some things that are coming. Everything stays the same until we make the changes. I just need to get into your mindset ready so that when we do the changes, you're like, Rory said it was coming. Here's what to expect. Okay, and you guys are watching the board. I know a lot of people come in after about 20 minutes in, and our numbers usually jump right up. And I'll tell you guys, over the next weeks, we might have shorter intros because we have a lot to cover. We had a new partner coming on today to relaunch something. We've moved it out. Today's important. Here's why. I want you guys to know what's coming. There are things to help people make money quicker. We have some people here that are going at a part-time pace. We look at it, we measure it. How can we get them more money quicker to help offset the overhead costs? We figure something out. So here's the trick. We need more people to get in and get doing the V marketing, even at a slow pace. 2 hours a week, 4 hours a week, get going in it. We're going to be empowering you to grow and create income quicker, hundreds quicker. Now, if you can create hundreds, the same way we teach you how to do that, you just replicate it. Hundreds becomes thousands. Thousands becomes tens of thousands, and so on. There is a little bit of a hump getting people up and going. I think we found out how to help that. Now, it means we got to make some shifts. Also, the bigger incomes. We saw some things that we can help out with our instructors. We care about our MSIs so much because they're dedicated. You guys know that they work and take care of the community. A lot of times, there's no money for that. They're doing it because it helps the whole system. Well, we found ways to benefit the MSIs by making some adjustments in what we do. That's going to come. What does that mean? Well, the sooner you become an MSI, the sooner you get to help more, but also we found a way to make sure that people are getting paid their worth. How do we balance this out better? It's awesome. All right. Now it means technology changes. It means getting everything ready to do it right. And you guys, in case you guys don't know this, welcome to Triple R 247, where as a community, we do things so well, we break things all the time. Patience over the next little bit. You know, we're going through a huge shift in one of our bigger programs, the IBO program. We've had a shift in almost 6 years, whatever we've been doing that. We have a shift. We clean things up. We make things better. We're cleaning the headaches along the way. Appreciate everybody's patience. Also, the new IBO programs we're doing now are so much better than before. And I thought they were great before, but we found issues. So we rectified things. We make things better. We have IBO programs now that pay out $1,000 a month for a minimum of 9 months. That's $12,000 a year, and they keep going. These programs are built to last longer. They're just guaranteed for 9 months. If you don't know what I'm talking about, get with your instructor or go to the bottom of step 1. There's a video to watch. Watch that video. Tell your instructor, I want to do this. They'll get you set up. Now, I know that we have 100 slots open in the IBOs. 112. Get queued up. If we fill all 112, there'll be more coming around the corner. There's a big need for our partnership in that. Now, we've been working on that angle for a long time. We've helped over 6,000 people with that program. We've had some issues. We resolve them pretty quick. Right now, we're solving a bunch. Those that have the issues from what happened when we ended a relationship, started new ones, we're getting them. Just keep emailing Jim. We will have the instructors on. Let your instructor know. Make sure you notify Jim. But every week we have a recount and we're getting back on track of it. Things are getting resolved. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. You don't know the nature of somebody until you go into a problem, right? When things are great, everything's great, everybody's happy. It's when there's an issue. How do people resolve that issue? In business, especially in the business of marketing, we're solving problems all the time. So when a problem arises, we just go to solve it. We don't even think about it. It's just part of our DNA. It's how we do things. Marketing means you're ready to solve problems all the time. That's why we've kept in business all this time. I'm also going to tell you, when a problem happens, growth happens. Do you know that the status quo never creates anything great? It takes a problem. Do you guys know that a lot of products are created because there was an accident or a big thing happened and it pointed to a new direction and they discovered something great? That's how it goes. We are in the world of marketing, which means we're problem solving. We're finding new things all the time. Here's the thing. Tanya and I, in our decades of working together, we're not only are we husband, wife, spouse, best friends, we're business partners. And I mean on all aspects. All of our empires, all the finances that requires, we both do it together. Okay? We are that true super couple that just makes it work. Now, we both have the ebbs and flows. We handle things, and we still run the family, the emotions of the family. We have our roles. We communicate really well together. And sometimes there's a lot of this because we're both going to be strong-willed about what we believe in and what we want to get done. And then we always end up coming together to solve things. It's having that mentality. And I want you guys to have that because we're going to make some changes and we're going to be ruffling some feathers in this world. Why? We're going to do things big. So you guys just got to get ready. Success brings issues. I'm going to tell you something. No one that's made a lot of money has ever said, you know what, it just got easier and easier. You know, the more we made, things just got easier in business. No, hurdles come up. You get successful as you figure out how to get over those hurdles. And as you do, you gain experience. So when they come again, you know how to handle them. You may not handle them right the first time. You do the best you can with your experiences. You guys are partners. Now, we shield you guys from a lot. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a real thing that just happened. Real thing. You guys know we do the paid marketing, we generate leads. Almost everybody here came in through our marketing methods. And we're glad you're here. But that process that we do very well, that we've been doing since 2008 to generate people looking to have what we have here, to find the right people to market to bring into our team, to partner with, to share our knowledge, know-how, and capital to build marketing together as partners. It's not easy. You won't see anybody else really doing it. It's expensive. It's hard to keep going. You can make mistakes and lose a lot of money. Well, we lost a lot of money in November, a lot of money. And we already had some ups and downs throughout that year, and we made some tweaks. And if we didn't have those problems, we wouldn't have been forced to look at what we were doing. We don't just say, oh, that's how it is. No, what can we do better? What are we missing? Let's look at the whole thing again, A to Z. 1 day, 2 days, 7 days, 14 days. Something's not right. What else can we try? That sounds ridiculous, but let's try it over there. Hitting our head through a wall, trying things that we used to do before that worked. Maybe that'll work again. All sorts of troubleshooting. And we came across some new ideas and we tried them. And in December, it started cranking. November was a wake-up call. A lot of people would have said, well, we should quit. It's not working anymore. We run out. No, we're being challenged to overcome. And when we overcome, we got better. Well, that looks better. You start looking at other things. What else can we do better? Because Tanya and I look at it, the better we do, the more people we actually can help. The more people we help, the better we can help grow the vision. And so that's been an ongoing thing. And you guys, when we go, like we're in the Caymans right now, the two of us, outside of a normal environment at another resort in Florida or whatever, the two of us, and we have a lot of time to reflect and look at things and make big decisions. We're making some big decisions and now scoping it. Now you got to go execute it. You guys understand that people come up with great ideas all the time. The difference between a great idea and a success with a great idea is all down to one word, and that's execution. Now, the problem with execution is that usually needs knowledge, know-how, and capital, because it all usually has to do with marketing. We're really good at that. So we've been putting this stuff together to roll out to you guys. Now, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. This is a partner call, and I'm getting you guys all ready. You guys showed up on Tuesday. That means you care about your business. That means you're a partner that cares. That's what we want, a partner that cares about their own success. That's who we want to work with, right? So you come here on the Tuesdays, and then we do things on Saturdays. And by the way, Saturday, we have a lot of, we go to work on Saturday. We actually put things into application. Tanya is going to be teaching social media, specifically YouTube marketing, starting on this Saturday. I'm going to give you guys a clue. There's a reason we're teaching it now. Some things that are coming are going to require that. And it's going to help everybody with their Google AdSense and how much money you make with Google AdSense and your ad placements and everything to do with what we do as bloggers. Everything. You could have been here for years and say, you know what, something wasn't working. You know what? There's things that you're just not tweaking. We're going to start tweaking with everybody. Little thing here, and then all of a sudden that starts happening. You don't quit the online game. Things change. Something that worked today doesn't work today. It may not, but it might work tomorrow. And that's why we're always constantly on here to teach you what's working now, keep you on the mainstream of it. Now, I'm seeing the trends of the future. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm really good at it. It's not because I'm lucky. It's because I study it. I look what's going on. I have a lot of friends in the marketing world, and we talk and we converse on what's going on. I got to make decisions based on my wealth, and my wealth is my network, right? Your network is your net worth. I deal with some of the most amazing marketing minds in different aspects. I do masterminding with them. We have conversations. I've had some interesting calls of late. We're seeing some trends. And we're seeing some amazing communication trends that we want to capitalize on. So we're making some big changes to bring that to you guys. At the same time, bring it in a way that's going to help you make that earlier money quicker. Not get rich quick. Just rearrange what we're doing so there's more wealth available to help people get over that initial hump. We look at it. What's our success rates? Those that stick around, figure it out. Those that quit, well, that's the worst way you can do anything. Like what we're doing, you're building it. A lot of this doesn't work because you got to get the education and actually understand what you're doing. There's a learning curve. I took decades to learn all this stuff. You guys get to learn it in weeks. You just got to show up, keep pushing, and keep showing up and following the system we give you. So, on occasion, we make big changes. Every big change we've made was the right change. We think about it a lot. We measure it out. We spec it out. So we got some things coming, and that's why I just want to tell you guys, they're awesome. We want to roll it out as soon as the technology is ready to support it, because we know we'll probably break it. And be patient. But also, when we say go, you want to go. Do you know, Niall, you bring this up. Niall, come back on here for a sec. You've been around for a long time. When you're there, when we launch something new, that's the biggest gains. We're going to launch this as soon as it's ready. And everybody's going to be able to go. And if someone missed that Tuesday, they're going to miss out on opportunity. We don't have time to wait. Once it's ready, we have to go. Why? Because we want to keep the rhythm going. So, Niall, you've been around when we've launched big things that offer like a one-time opportunity.
The energy alone is amazing, but the way we do this as a one big army, the consensus marketing, we could take almost any product on the planet and popularize it even more, which makes more people, is going to help everybody index better, but it has even more people looking for it because this army is promoting it and everybody's talking about it. That's what makes the whole thing just gel and explode the way it does to me. So when we see something new, and usually, it's got to be Roy Chain's core values and Google's core values, and something needed out there, something that we know people are going to like, love, or need, and we're the ones that get to take that to them. That's good. That's that energy. That's good. That I feel good thing. And then it explodes, right?
Exactly. And his timing is everything. We always say, like, here, we're in the right time all the time, right? We're in the right place, right time all the time. But things move quick. And if you miss a Tuesday and we launch something, you'll catch up. You're just going to miss out on some of the opportunity and the momentum that it creates. Also some placement. So, you guys, big things are coming. And also, I need to do an update on here. I think she's on here. I'm gonna I didn't give her heads up, so hold on a sec. Yep. Sheila Matchett, are you able to talk? We'll see if Sheila's available. She's listening. She's also a very busy grandma, and I did not give her a heads up today. She teaches on Wednesdays. So tomorrow, she'll be teaching on Brain Food, the Brain Food Academy, the open house, and I want to highlight that right now. You guys, we have a great way we bring students in and the stuff that we market. And I'm going to tell you, education is $1 billion industry here. It might be bigger. Okay. We have a very big scope with that. It's a big project. And we came across some directives that we needed to alter. And so we did. And right now we are at the last moments of tweaking the registration system so that it's effective. Now I'm going to thank everybody. We've had hundreds of you hit it, test it out, so we could see what's going on. We made some big changes, and the technology is being done right now. We are super close to having that ready to go. So that being said, we want to make sure that we are aligning you with the right resources to market it, and we're going to make some alterations to the compensation. And it's going to help a lot of people in a bigger way. So we're already going to pay the teachers an amazing way, right? Teachers are going to get paid their worth here. Nothing changes with the teacher pay, by the way. That model is perfect. The compensation that we're talking about for how we build the parent accounts and grow that, you guys, I cannot wait to show it to you the second it's ready. I'm just giving you a heads up. The education thing, don't sleep on it. Get alert. You may not even have a care to help the education be marketed. You want to hear about this because it may not be something that you want to drive, but somebody in your team is going to want to drive. So attend the Wednesdays. Get familiar with what's going on. You guys, we are going to be doing some big things with the education. And I'm just going to plant the seed. We are modifying something to do with the referral program in a way that you can really benefit as an ambassador of that program. So we're going to be, where you guys, I'm going to just, I'm putting this out there almost prematurely by weeks. I want you ready. I want you guys paying attention. I want to make sure you guys are building pages to market that. Now, we're going to be marketing the kindergarten aspect as our primary focus. Why? It's free for them to come in, but they can learn about the teachers. They can see the quality of the teaching that's being done in Brain Food. All right. And we're going to be filling the teachers' classes. That is exactly what we're supposed to be focusing on. All right, now I'm going to just go over some more things. Let me change this. We have so much awesomeness here. We're going to start honing things in now. We have a circular path on how we market. That path has a great solid area that we are seeing a very solid, I'll call it a road, more than a path that's being built. And so that's why we put a lot of emphasis on that path, that road. So I'm going to put this out there to everybody. We market things that people love, want, and desire. There is a huge, huge indication that we're going to do a lot of big things with Velavita. It's already happening. And so when I talk to somebody and they're like, well, I'm just an affiliate. The problem with just being an affiliate is you didn't make that commitment and you're not putting that product inside of you to see what it does and you're not exposed to it. I'm going to tell you right now, we are adding people in other countries more and more. They go into the downlines. We have a left team, we have a right team. If you're an affiliate, you're just floating. You're not assigned to any team yet. So your instructors who have been doing this longer are adding people and you're not getting any of that share and you were in here first. You have to activate as a member, even as a promoter. Now I recommend the ambassador, but here's the thing. Even as a promoter, you can earn the money to upgrade later. It's okay. If you can't do it today, just come in as a promoter or an influencer. But I'm going to tell you the way the compensation plan has been modified January 2nd, we make really good referral money on what we build. Now, Tanny and I fund your marketing. We teach you how to build. When you're bringing students in and adding them to your team with the PBS and into Triple R 247, they're going to be getting a lot more emphasis on Velavita because we are pulling in leads and marketing. Now, right now, I am testing some videos, some marketing aspects to build faster in that income stream. That is one of our top anchors for a reason. Now, you guys know that as Triple R 247, we've been doing very well in the company. You guys know we took over all the training. We built a platform that we can teach everybody, even outside of Triple R 247, how to build. Tanya and I want to help millions around the world, and that vehicle has popped up to be a great leverage for that. There are people here that aren't doing V marketing yet, and I'm going to just call you to the table and say, your goals demand that you do. Your goals, your whys demand that you do something. We've given you the vehicle and we've given you the funding so that you can make the actions happen. You just got to put your time in and do it. I'm calling you guys out. We see what this is. And you know what? We want our community here to win. We want those that have been here for a week, a month, a year, 5 years to win. We want you guys to be part of what we've been building. And we've been building this with our leadership. And I'm going to put this out there. I know some people are waiting for whatever reason. The thing is, once you commit, it changes things. Go ahead, babe.
I'm just going to cut in here because I just want you guys to know that Rory and I are doing a really heavy push here on the Velavita. We're working really hard. We have made a commitment to work really hard this year and focus on this. And let me tell you guys a secret. You want us working for you. So if you do not have a position, get one. Because nobody builds like we build. Nobody continues to grow and support like we do. So I promise you guys, you want us building for you, and we're building one of your legs. So you want to be in there. You want to be working with us as a partner. So, I mean, you guys, Rory and I have been in this business for so long, and I'm telling you guys, as long as the compensation plan is good and the company is sound, it doesn't even matter what the product is that we're selling. But I'm so excited about what we have, the products that we do have, what we are offering. They're fun. They're great. They work. It's a pathway of success, and it's so amazing, you guys, that we still have the opportunity to make a choice here and change your life. You guys can change your life. And I know a lot of you guys, all of you guys who are new here, welcome. We're so excited to have you. But you guys don't understand, this is a great opportunity and it's real. There's nothing like this out there. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to do everything for you, but we're going to encourage and push you and prod you along so that you guys can find your own success while working with us, because we really want that for you. We're teaching you how to fish. We're showing you the direction. We're even going to help you guys fix some of your thought processes that need to help be more positive, so that you guys can find this success and happiness that you want. So I just had to break in here because I promise you guys, if you do not have a position, you want to get one because you want us building for you. I promise you that.
Babe, you guys, she knows what's going on. If you guys can't tell that Tanya's excited about this, she sees what we're building, right? She's testing with me. We've got some things coming to modify our pages for the Velveeta products to help the sales happen better. There's video messages that are going to help. We just had time to figure out what to say. How do you tell somebody how great a product is, right? You can write it, and that's so good. But is it enough? What we're seeing is the multimedia is where it's at. So I'm creating some videos where I do what I do best. I'm going to be portraying the things in a way where the marketing's done so that sales become order taking, right? When marketing's done properly, sales becomes order taking. And we want our websites to take the orders. Now, we've been tweaking this. We've been testing it. We've done this with other products in a very big way. Well, you guys, we're watching Velveeta sales come in, and we're watching other things that are happening. We watched people get hundreds of sales in this product because they had the right exposure. And we're like, we're missing something on this. Test it, test it, test it, test it. Write this, do this. So I'm testing a bunch of things right now, and we're getting close. And so we're going to start applying what works the best and duplicating that out there. What does that mean? That means we want to get more traffic. We want to get more people through it. But we also want to make sure that we get you guys involved in every leg of marketing. So today's a recap of everything you guys have seen before. It's this way. We don't rely on one leg of marketing ever. In anything we do. I don't just focus on one thing. You guys know that the leads that are coming in are student leads, right? We generate somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 a day right now. I don't know how many we even had come in today. They're coming in crazy, right? We spent a lot of money to create them. But here's the thing. It's not one thing that brings them in. It's not one ad. It's several ads, several different legs. We actually have two systems. We have System A and System B. Those are in Goya. Understand this terminology. It's part of our thing here. We have redundancies on all of them so that we are always running. You guys, we create leads every single day and haven't had a 0 day in, it's been 16 years, folks. It's been 16 years. I keep saying 15, but we're next month, March is going to be 16 years. 16 years. And that's consistency. And I'm going to tell you something. Very few businesses can say that. And this is our business, you guys. Anne-Marie, this is your business with us. You're our partner. Joe, you're our partner too. Robert, you already know you're our partner. Both Roberts. I got two Roberts side by side. I talk to both of you guys on a regular basis. That's awesome. You guys are partners here. And this is a partner call, right? This isn't a new launch. I'm getting you ready for something. This is your business rah-rah call because I want you guys to get ready. And I want you to get fired up and get prepped. Those that are blogging, posting ads, got your content set, got Google AdSense or are working on Google AdSense. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, a little bit. I'm going to tell you some things we're saying. But you guys need to be ready, because when we launch the new things, you want to be in motion before the launch. You don't want to launch after that. You guys, the reason we've been so successful all these years is because we're already moving. So when we add something, it's because we already have traffic. You want to be getting ready for it. You guys ever been in a situation you're like, wow, if they would have just told me a month before, I could have got my stuff ready for it. Well, we're telling you now, get ready for it. Keep doing what you're doing. Knock out your pages. If you're brand new, find the time on the weekends or late at night to get your pages done. Go through step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Guys, I am so excited about one thing we're bringing you. I almost want to splurt it out right now.
Let me interrupt you then, and we can do some promotions.
Yeah, promotions. I totally spaced last. It's my bad. Okay, it's probably good. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you something. In all the years we've been doing this, there's something that's been bothering me that I wanted to make better. And it's going to take a lot of resources, right? Yeah, it's going to be a lot of money to get done. We got to find the right people to do it. Let me just tell you, we solved it. It's coming shortly. And it's one of the biggest advantages that we're going to give our PBS systems since inception. I am freaking dying out of my skin to show you guys. Tanya's been seeing me work on it 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's awesome. That being said, back to our leadership, we've got upcoming leaders. You guys, we got a bunch of people that are almost a CSI, almost a GSI. We have some up and coming MSIs, which we haven't had for a while. You guys, the momentum is building. We see it, we feel it. And today we need to celebrate some that we forgot to last week because of me. And Tanya, I'm going to let you do that.
I had to interrupt him, y'all, because he gets going. And we got to make sure we read some names. We have 4 new CSIs. So I just want to read some names really quickly and just give a shout out to them. And to their instructors who are working so hard. So for those of you who are new, let me explain really quickly. With our PBS system, we do have a little bit of, rank achievement. I like titles. I'm kind of about that thing. I love getting up and working up the ladder. So we have, our instructors in training, and then we have our instructors, then CSIs, which is a certified system instructor. Then we have our GSI, which is a global system instructor. And then we have our PSI, which is a platinum system instructor, and then our MSI, which is a master system instructor, and then we have an MSI elite category as well. So we have, like I said, 4 instructors that have gotten the hang of this. They're bringing in students left and right. They're starting to really, duplicate, and they are ready for CSI status. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and read them off. Under Melissa Gable, she's one of our MSIs here. She has a new instructor, Shelly Harrison. Welcome to the CSI, Shelly. We're happy to have you. And then we have Miss Tony Thomas. She's a PSI. I've been here a long time. Really proud of you, Tony. You're just building and keeping consistent. She has an instructor, Michael Smith. Welcome, Michael, to the CSIs. We're happy to have you. Then we have another instructor, Nicole Taylor, under Rory. You're doing great, Nicole. You're building and you're working with your team. It's awesome. She has an instructor, Rhonda Chick. Is welcome to the CSIs, Rhonda Chick. We're happy to have you. And we have a PSI, Ashley Ivory. We love that little girl. She's amazing. She's not little, by the way. That was rude. I didn't mean anything by that. She's a woman, but she's been working hard, you guys. She's a full-time mama and a full-time here, and she just gives her all. So I'm really excited to see her. She's been just growing and growing. But she has another instructor to welcome to the CSI. So Susan Thompson, welcome to the CSIs, you guys. We're glad to have you guys, and we're super excited to see your growth. And we know that you guys are here to push forward and keep going. So, I look forward to seeing you guys become GSIs, because once you guys become GSIs, I get my little hands on you. I get to be, more in your life and more involved. So I get really excited about that. So, guys, congratulations to all of you who made it to the CSIs, and congratulations to the instructors who are constantly giving and feeding and helping and encouraging. So we love you all.
Thanks so much, babe. And guys, we have so many more popping. I'm just going to put a couple highlights. I get to work with a lot of the people that are up and coming. Tanya and I watch and do all that training, but we're seeing some of these people just go to work and just consistently at 3, 4, 5. I'll put this out there, you guys. I'll put this out to everybody as a student, because you guys, we need people to help train others. We need to pay it forward, right? That's what this is about. So when you're looking at like, hey, I don't know, maybe I'll do it tomorrow or I'll do it next week, just know that we're letting a lot of people down because we have more people looking for what we have than we can talk to them. We don't have enough people to talk to them. That's a high quality issue. We try to get them on. We hope they call in. We do a thing out there. You know, I sent out 5,000 texts today to try to get people to call in the office because we just can't. We have people that it's just what it is. And you guys, people don't understand how real it is that we have this. We need people to help. So when you're thinking about it, like, hey, you know, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, that means another day that we can't help somebody else. We need you to help get this out there. You know, every time I talk to somebody and I hear their story and what they're struggling with, you're like, well, I can help you. You just got to learn what we do. I can help you. Just learn what we do. I can help you. Learn what we do. And you're bleeding for them because you know that pain. You've lived that pain, right? And we can help everybody. And you guys, the world's not making it easier. They need a solution. And the internet and the solutions we put together, they solve things, but people got to learn how to use them. They got to learn how to, get into it. And then we give them the aspect to be part of the vision where we get to help millions of families around the world. And the more you help, the more you're going to get help. You know, this is one of those things where you learn a lot because you help others. And, do you want to know how you get really good at building the PBS? Teach others. You know how you get really good at the V marketing? Teach others. Do you know how you get good at doing the BRT? Teach others. You learn as you go. Teachers become the best students. Sometimes the student is the best teacher. And a lot of times it's that way. Even for me. When I get somebody that needs me to slow down, they're having a hard time even copying and pasting. You know what happens? Makes me better. Makes me better. And then I get so excited because we're going to teach them how this internet works, how this can actually work. No one else has taught them. They got skipped over in school, maybe. Some of us, computers weren't even a mainstream part of our day. We did typewriters, right? They didn't teach keyboarding in my classes. It was still typewriters. And I could type so fast, by the way, the keys would jam up on my typewriter. I broke records. And then they got rid of typewriters and brought in keyboards, years later, right? I remember all that. However, I was fortunate to have a computer put in front of me when I was 10. I could play around with it and develop. And there's a lot of people that are older than me that never got the computer knowledge, right? There's a lot of us that never got it. And we get to share that with them. And you know what? They light up when they learn how to do something. And that makes me happy. Now we're going to show them how to make money doing this too. And you got their family members telling them it'll never work, right? It'll never work. And it's unbelievable to watch how happy they get when they learn it. And I tell anyone that's working with me, if you do it in the training in 30 days, you're going to know more about the internet than probably anybody you know. It's true. Because what we do is all internet based. We're using the internet to place those ads in the market. And, we're getting better at teaching this. I've been trying to break things down, go slower, give more details. I listen. How many times I have people say, Rory, you go so fast. I say, well, it's on video. You can rewind it. But I go slower. The last time I did that full-on marathon was 22 and a half hours. The time before it was 14. I slowed down hours worth. And we're going to have to do that again. Or at least part of it again, because we got some pages to tweak and I don't want to confuse a new student. You guys, we are going to be really emphasizing this Velavita stuff. And I got to tell you kind of why. We had that meeting in McKinney. For those that went, it was awesome. For those that didn't go, we got to talk about it for a second. We heard testimonial after testimonial after testimonial, life-changing testimonials. And I remember Tanya just going, we just picked the right thing. Like, look at all of this. I'm so glad we're here. She says that all the time. And you know what? She's right. We picked a winner. And it just gets better and better and better. And those that went to the dinner heard the slip up. We know there's a 7th product now. I'm going to tell you, I may know the name of it. Not sure what it is yet. I also can tell you this. when you're around someone like Costa, even for that dinner, it elevates you. His energy elevates. You know, you want to be around somebody, you know, he is a mentor to me because he has things that we want to achieve. We like his integrity a lot. And you know what? We want to build a global business, a global empire. He's already done it. He's doing it again. And we get to know where that is at. Tanya and I had a call with Costa today. We talk to him every Tuesday. The future is looking so awesome all the time. And they just, you know, it's constantly, there's a plan and it's being organized and orchestrated. And we're thrilled to be part of it. But I'm going to tell you something. We understand online marketing and we understand how to sell weight loss, especially when it works. And we're seeing it work more and more and more. And I think we need to spend a little bit of time on it. And you guys, it's not like for me, it's helped change my life. And we're going a little over. I'm not going to read from my book tonight, but next week, I'm going to complete all the chapters. We're going to get it done next week. Okay. We're going to get that done. I'm going to polish that off. Okay. And then there's a couple of them I might redo, but we're going to polish it off. And then I'm going to spend one of these Saturdays as a mini marathon, and I'm going to read the entire book from start to finish. It's a goal of mine now. The goal has a deadline. I'm going to do it before the end of April. I'll let you know the time it is. And we're going to do a mini marathon, and I'm just going to read the entire book. What was that, Tanya?
I said, oh, really? This is new. He's just calling audibles, guys.
That's why I don't commit.
In case you don't know, I'm in charge of his schedule, and that's not on the schedule.
It's not, but we'll put it on there. So heads up, okay? And that's going to be a manifestation time. And I'm gonna go into a couple of things here, and then we're going to close out. This is the partner meeting. You guys, when you manifest and you want to help people, it's amazing how much support you get from God. And I just want to thank him for everything that we have. And I want to come in and just thank for the attraction that we've been bringing everything in here. And you guys, this is going to be an incredible time. We've been guided very well, and don't miss these meetings. We got to teach you guys how to do stuff, and then we got to get everybody ready for the changes that are coming. And you know, I'm very grateful for being a good steward here. You know, I think Tanya and I, we're just good stewards. We're doing what needs to be done, and we try to follow the promptings and a lot of guidance, a lot of meditation, a lot of manifestation for success for everybody. You know, we hear your strifes, and we know there's a way to fix it. And it's just about getting your day organized and doing the right priorities to do what you need to do to create that value that you're going to create the energy to get paid for, to create that value to bring others in and help them and pay it forward and get the rewards for doing so. It's all of it. It's all in what we do, right? It's a complete process. Trust it. Trust the process, everyone. Tanya?
Yes.
YouTube training starts Saturday, right?
Yeah, that's what you said. More audibles, guys. He's just throwing them out there.
I'm going to tell you, make sure you're there Saturday. Make sure your students are there Saturday. Everybody here. If this Saturday, yes, we are recording it. Yes, it'll be available for replay. Yes, this will be training we're probably going to reuse over and over again. But I'm going to tell you the energy that Tanya's going to share with you guys on Saturday. You want to be there live. We have 2 hours. We have a 2-hour block. We're going to have a break and have a refreshment video, or someone's going to be sharing food and wine, right?
Yeah, we'll do a tasting.
Love the tasting. It's like, yes. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, there is a media outlet that a lot of you are missing to make your PBS work better, and it's video.
Oh, absolutely.
It's video. And everyone that's doing their like unboxings, we should be doing those and broadcasting those even as a short or whatever else on YouTube, on Instagram, both. And you can build pages around it and these little videos. You guys all know how to embed them, but be on there on Saturday so we can teach it. Everybody should have a Gmail email address. If you have a Gmail address, you have a YouTube account. you have a YouTube account and you have Google AdSense and you get enough visitors and you get enough viewers on YouTube, you can now turn on Google AdSense on YouTube.
Yep.
And that, I'm telling you guys, we there's so much we've been wanting to teach you and train you. We had to get some things ready. And in addition to that, that new thing I said that I wanted to get done, something that's been bothering me with our PBSs that I've wanted to just go make it better. It's going to be better with that too. All right. God bless everyone. See you guys tomorrow on the Brain Food Open House. Learn about that. Get pages and content. You guys, there is a cry. People are trying to get their kids out of school left and right. It's going to become more and more of a thing. We have a solution. We just got to market it. And there's a lot to gain from that. And it's about to become even better for everybody here. Cannot wait, cannot wait, cannot wait. But get ready. Love you guys. Thanks for letting me do this partner meeting today. We'll probably cover more product stuff. Also, I started building a page on Saturday. If I have time, I'll address that more. But I'm doing a video on that, which will be very, very timely for the training that Tanya's doing. So you'll see an idea of that. You guys, we can do a way better job of being online marketers. It's just knowledge, know-how. We have the capital behind all the rest. And once you put it all in that circular motion, it's going to get fun. All right. God bless everyone.